Breaking tonight, a federal judge has blocked the release of undercover video meetings that were involving the National Abortion Federation, its members, its secret meetings, its employees. Some of those may involve Planned Parenthood. Congressman Trey Gowdy is here with his new push to defund Planned Parenthood, just how far they'll go on Capitol Hill. But first, Trace Gallagher with the breaking news. Trace.
Shannon, over the past 2 years, the Center for Medical Progress, a pro-life group, has taken undercover videos at the educational meetings of the National Abortion Federation, an abortion provider. So the NAF sued to keep those videos from being released, arguing they could lead to death threats, saying, quote, the broader public interest can be served by preventing defendants from harassing, intimidating, and inciting violence against NAF, its employees, and its members. Today, a federal judge sided with NAF, banning CMP from releasing the videos. And that ruling comes on the heels of a California Superior Court issuing a temporary restraining order preventing CMP from releasing undercover videos of a company that buys fetal tissue for research. Pro-life advocates say the legal action is just an attempt to hide the horrible truth. So far, CMP has released 3 different videos showing senior-level employees of Planned Parenthood casually talking about selling fetal tissue and graphically explaining techniques used to remove the most valuable parts of aborted babies. The most recent video shows the vice president and medical director of Planned Parenthood of the Rocky Mountains talking about how to maximize profits while avoiding legal consequences. Of course, selling fetal tissue for profit is against the law. CMP claims it has at least 9 more undercover videos, though it's unclear if any will be released. And amid the controversy, Hillary Clinton acknowledged this week that she found the Planned Parenthood videos disturbing, saying that while Planned Parenthood has done good work for women, this raises questions about the whole process, though she did not expound on exactly what process. But last night she posted on Twitter, quoting here, proud to stand with Planned Parenthood and for access to quality, affordable health care for women, men, and young people. There, of course, as you know, is a push to cut off Planned Parenthood's federal funding. Shannon.
Trace, thank you so much. And on that, joining us now, South Carolina Congressman Trey Gowdy has joined the effort to defund Planned Parenthood. And the stakes could be pretty high here. Congressman, thank you for joining us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
All right, you've done something you don't often do, which is sign your name on a letter with other members of Congress, basically standing up and saying, this is my position, I'm not going to move from it. In this case, you all are saying, basically, you're not going to vote for any funding measure that includes continued funding for Planned Parenthood. And you know that you're going to be on a collision course with possibly being responsible for being accused of shutting down the government if you maintain this position. So why are you taking it?
Well, because I don't believe in infanticide, Shannon, and there are certain things that define us as a decent people, as people of good conscience. And when you watch these videos, as barbaric and depraved as they are, when you are discussing the selling of body parts while you're eating a salad, like you're talking about a stock tip, and then the latest video where you are right on the precipice of discussing homicide. If you look at the quote, folks who come in after delivering but still want a procedure, what does that mean? If that's not partial birth abortion, what does it mean? The people that I work for, Shannon, do not want to fund that. So, you know, people could disagree about a woman's right to choose and Roe versus Wade and its progeny, but this is barbaric and it is depraved. And if the president wants to insist on government shutdown so he can fund something that I didn't even think Planned Parenthood was necessary after Obamacare. I thought Obamacare provided health care and access to everyone. So why do we need Planned Parenthood to prop up the abortion industry? I'm not going to fund it.
Okay, are there Democrats, pro-life or not, people that just have concerns about these videos that you think will join Republican efforts?
Well, I don't know. I would think all people of good conscience would just be sickened by what they have watched. Now, will there be folks out there who are able to rationalize it? I'm sure there will be, and I suspect that there'll be a funding mechanism this fall and there'll be no government shutdown. And make no mistake, I don't want a government shutdown, and neither do the 18 people who signed Mickey Mulvaney's letter. But, you know, Shannon, you have to stand for something as a people. I mean, what defines us as a people? I am speaking to a death penalty conference tomorrow. There is more sobriety in discussing the heinous acts of death row inmates than there was in the discussion of selling baby body parts. So if that does not define us as a people, then perhaps I'm in the wrong line of work and I may be in the wrong republic. The America that I believe in, the people that I represent, do not expect me to fund the barbarism, the depravity that I have seen on these videos.
You know, if it gets to the president's desk, he's going to veto it. So is it a fool's errand?
Well, you know what? The president loves to talk about bipartisanship and working together so long as you do everything he wants you to do. That is his definition of bipartisanship. I am simply not going to continue to fund an entity that does the things that I've seen on these videos. So, you know, Attorney General Lynch can investigate it. The Bureau of Investigations can investigate what I think are possible criminal violations. But I am not going to give taxpayer money to an entity that discusses the best way to sell body parts and whether or not you can perform procedures after a delivery and then sell those parts in interstate commerce. I'm just not going to fund it. Now, will my colleagues do it? We'll see this fall, but I'm not going to.
All right, I got to quickly ask you, you're chairing the Benghazi committee investigating exactly what happened. Do you think any of these new releases we got from the State Department today, the new round of Hillary Clinton emails, some of them heavily redacted, will have any impact or be of help to your committee?
Probably not. You know, Shannon, we're in a constant battle with the State Department over the production of documents, and you know, the self-described most transparent administration since the earth cooled loves to redact, and they love to withhold, and they love to obstruct. But we're going to find out what happened before, during, and after Benghazi, with or without their help. And so far, it's been without their help. But we're marching on towards our October interview with the secretary, but we've got 40 other interviews planned for this fall, too. It would all go a lot better if the State Department showed just a little bit of interest in cooperating with the congressional investigation. I mean, after all, there are 4 dead Americans. So put politics aside, just help us find out what happened to our 4 brave fellow Americans. But so far, the State Department's been incapable of doing that.
Yeah, and they admitted today that they missed the deadline for some of their latest production. All right, Congressman Trey Gowdy, we appreciate your time. Have a great weekend.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You too.